You know what? Since there's so many people that are in different states too, let me just show you RealAuction.com, and then just to answer the question too about 5 grand being enough. So here's RealAuction.com, and a ton of Texas is moving towards RealAuction.com. And so if I click clients, I go Real Foreclose, client filters, and I go Texas. And so there's so many different there's so many states in Texas. There's a lot, and so they do 24 online auctions here. And so if you want to see, for instance, Montgomery County, it's coming up on the 2nd, I believe. There we go. So these are the upcoming properties. And sometimes there's really juicy spreads. So this is actually outrageous. 24 grand opening bid worth 409,000. Amazing, unreal. You got the court record number here too. They call it the case cause number. But let's check it out. So this looks magical. This looks beautiful. Oh, I thought there was a photo there. We could do a little street view, of course. We don't trust the street view, but oh, maybe we okay, yeah, we should be able to. Zooming in here. I'm gonna drag the little guy, get right here on the street. No, they don't look, Google didn't do that one, so we can't
Oh,
actually look at a street view, but looks like maybe we'll get it from somewhere else. But it's looking, aha, there we go. Yeah, so this thing looks unreal. Built in 2011. So it was previously on the market. And so here's the access to some photos. So this thing is incredible. So this has got an opening bid. Let me go back to that again. Yeah, $24,000, which is really low for a house built in 2011 that looks like this. And so you always want to go ahead though and check when were these photos. And then, if they let's say been delinquent for 5 years, right? Maybe they bought the property and haven't been paying taxes since, that would kind of come into the equation, because then you would assume, okay, if they haven't been paying taxes, maybe they haven't been taking good care of the property. And so you just want to make sure that you look at the photos. Now, if these were from a year ago, that would be quite different. But if these were back from 2011, then that would matter. But what you can do is, if you're curious what property sells for, and because I mean this is incredible, right? And so maybe it sells for 30 cents on the dollar, 50 cents, maybe they buy it for more than market, which would be abnormal, but it does happen. You can always go back to previous auctions and see what they sold for last time or last month. So if we go back to the last time they had an auction, and some of these smaller counties, they don't do auctions every month. But here you go. So you can see what the amount that the property sold for and what the adjudged value is. So this one sold for about 50 cents on the dollar, or a little less, if the adjudged value is accurate. And so that's what you want to see. You want to be attending auctions where property sells for, no more than 50 cents on the dollar. So here's 651,000 for adjudged value. Now remember, we're not saying it's worth that much. This is how the county has it assessed. But that one sold for, less than 50 cents on the dollar. This one might have sold for more, but it could be wrong. And so that's how you can come in and you can see. And so, if 5K is the budget, you can go ahead and look at previous results and find auctions where pieces of land are selling for less than 5K, and there's an upside. So this is 63 grand on 280. So we're really liking that. This is getting to the 30 cents on the dollar range, which we're fans of. So yeah, it's all available there. You can be doing this from anywhere, which is incredible. So yeah, check out realauction.com, look at past results, and get in the game.
excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have a free gift for you for watching a free mini course called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. This is one of the best books on tax liens, and it is totally free as my gift to you for watching. In the description below, it'll walk you through tax liens from start to finish, along with the directories with all 1,500 tax lien and deed counties put here so that you don't have to go and search around the internet to find them on your own. So the other thing I have is, if you already have this book and you want to do a deep dive, my team and I have found an auction with a whole bunch of properties worth 200 to 300 grand, opening bids of just 1,600 bucks. So if you want to deep dive and attend an auction with some help, you can also schedule a free call below and we can discuss helping you in this business. Regardless, thanks for watching. You can check things out in the description below and enjoy the videos. We'll see you soon.